Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to my Patreon page. If you're not currently on my Patreon page, click the link on this video and it'll send you there and you'll have some idea of what I'm talking about. I make weekly board game news videos. These are videos that are 5 to 10 minutes. They're very brief. And once a week, they tell you kind of the biggest happenings in the board game world so that you can be up to date with all the board game news and find out things that are exciting to you. I'm on Patreon because I've been doing this for 3 years now. I've made hundreds of videos, but I would like to expand the content that my channel can create, and I also am at a point in my life where I just don't have time to do this anymore without some sort of reciprocation, because my life's really complex and I have to prioritize things, and I was feeling like this was something that was going to slip down in kind of my list of priorities as things got more complex, which really bummed me out because I really like doing these, and I really like the community that I've become a part of and that we've built up through it. So that's where Patreon comes in. Patreon's a crowdfunding service. It's a lot like Kickstarter if you're unfamiliar with it, or any service like that, where you're going to pledge a little bit of money each month and you'll get a reward in exchange for that. And then I can have more money to make the things that I want to make, which is great because this can get expensive, traveling to conventions, buying games, all that sort of stuff. So it's very simple. It's automatically deducted from whatever service you choose. So it's easy to deal with. If you look around the page, there's a lot of information below this about who I am and why I'm here, which I already kind of went over. But there's also some different pledge levels that you can pick, ranging from $1 to an absolutely absurd $100 if you're a crazy man that lives on a golden sofa made of gems. And I said lives on because apparently you do not ever leave the golden sofa built out of gems. Now, this is an evolving sofa. It's an interesting thing. But so at $1 a month, you can get access to my Patreon-only feed, which will have all sorts of different exclusive content. It'll have me talk about the games I played that week, all sorts of stuff. There are different levels where you can vote for the type of content I can make. There are levels where you can sit down and play a game with me. I'm really excited about them. If you're a publisher or a podcaster or a YouTuber that's looking for some increased exposure, there's some other levels down there as well that you can become like a direct sponsor of the show where we can put your logo up, things of that nature. So definitely take a little time and look at those and figure out which one works best for you. And no worries if you can't support me financially. I totally understand that. I'm not going to make any less content. It's not going to become content you have to pay for. And in fact, hopefully going to make more. So I have some goals. I'd like to take ads off of the videos. That way you can not waste your time watching stuff sold to you that you don't care about, because that's awful. I want to increase the content I make. I want to make more videos, and I want you guys to have a voice in what videos you want me to make. So whether that's board game design videos, whether that's reviews of, different kinds of board game shelves, whether that's con reports, anything we can think of, we can do. I want to make a podcast out of the news so that way you don't have to be at a computer to watch it, that you can listen to it while you're driving, things of that nature. I've got a lot more ideas, but those will come. I'll add more goals as we unlock each of these. So thank you so much for your continued support. The board game community has been absolutely amazing. I've had a great time as a part of it, and I'm really, really looking forward to building this community here on Patreon to kind of see what my channel is going to become. And don't worry, I'm still always going to be doing the board game news. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. Thanks so much for visiting my Patreon page and either pledging or sharing this if you can and you like what I do and it adds some sort of enjoyment or information that is useful into your life. I feel like I probably could have stuck that landing a little bit better, but we're already at the end of this, so this is what you get. Okay, thanks.